Hey, welcome back in Man 2040 Business Technology Psychology Thinkcast. In this Thinkcast, we talk about business, we talk about technology, we talk about psychology, right? And today, we're going to talk about productivity, business productivity, because we work 8 hours, maybe 10 hours, but are we sure that in those 8 to 10 hours, we are very productive? Yeah, we want to be. Isn't it? We want to be productive. We want to be very efficient and effective, but we are not always. Like the time we are on work, are we sure that our concentration 100% on work? No, it doesn't happen. Our concentration is not always on work because there's lots of stress, there's lots of distraction, there's lots of conflict, there's lots of internal politics, and you are every time you are surrounded by these negative thoughts, and then it's a complete downward spiral, right? And then we pretend to work, but generally we're not productive, right? A biggest problem in this distraction is bloody emails. I repeat, biggest problem in our distraction are those bloody emails, which you will see maybe from human resource, maybe from another department, maybe from supplier, these updates and this constant bombarding of these emails are just distract your mind, just distract my mind, my concentration. And if we are doing something very, very urgent, what happens? I'm doing something, thinking, researching, again, email comes. And what I do, I click, I read, and again, I lost the concentration. I start doing again. And what happened? Listen very careful. What happened? You don't really resolve the problem which is written in the email. You just read it and then leave it there. And maybe then you use another time to answer that email, right? But that time when you are reading that email and thereafter, your mental condition generally has totally changed. Your concentration has shifted from the real work to fictitious work, just reading these emails, right? So what I would say, there's a reason. There's a very great book which we you should read, the Deep Work by it's American writer. Deep Work means, are we doing deep work or are we doing just fictitious work? Are we pretending to do work or are we really producing something? I would say if we are doing deep work, 6 hours of full concentrated work would be more than enough. But generally it doesn't happen, right? We are 8 hours in the office and then we work, we don't work, we look here and there, sometimes on the web, etc., and nothing really happens, right? So today, I'm going to share with you a very strategic tool which can increase your productivity at work, right? So what you do, listen carefully, You use Outlook, right? The time you're working in project, okay, maybe for 1 hour or 2 hours, in the Outlook on the top, on Outlook, there is a globe sign, globe sign. You just click at that globe sign and deactivate the email receiving. I repeat, listen carefully. On the top side of Outlook, there's a globe sign which shows the connection with internet. You click at that and disable the incoming emails. Okay. So the time you start working, you disable that and start working. Finish up your work very well. And before you enter in the next activity, then again, click at the globe and activate incoming emails. Then you read them. And I would say you don't just read and answer. Read and answer immediately, because if you are not doing that, it creates a very big backlog, and then we are completely exhausted. Our mind is completely there. We feel that, hey, how I'm going to answer them. No, read and answer. Very simple. Take it to next level, even if you don't have answer. Correct. So I would say follow these 2 steps. Step number 1, the time you are at work, especially in the morning hour, and you are working in a very strategic project, research, maybe anything, depends, what's your job. On the top part of Outlook page, there is a globe. You click at that and disable the incoming emails, and then start working. That time you will not receive any email and email alerts. Once you have finished your task, then you again enable the button. You start receiving emails, answer them immediately if possible. Just don't read them for the sake of curiosity, because if you read them just for the sake of curiosity, that's nothing would really happen. You will just waste your time. So read them, answer them. Even sometimes you don't have answer, right? Sometimes you don't have answer. You say, hey, well, I need to think. Even if you don't have answer, just take it to next level. So let's suppose you some colleague give you an email, right? Then email, he said, hey, listen, Dr. Bob, can you please send me information about this technology, okay? For example, and I don't have that information at the moment, right? And but I don't want to leave that work in my backlog. So what I would say, I would answer, okay, thank you very much for your email, but what type of information are you looking for? A detailed analysis or PowerPoint presentation, or maybe videos, or maybe whatnot? What are you looking for? So you see, I just took it to next step. And then next time when someone answers me, my question will be much clearer and I can answer much faster, right? So follow these steps, and I'm sure you'll improve your productivity at work. Thank you very much once again, and see you next time. Goodbye.